Max Muncy blasts a walk-off home run in the 18th inning. This ends the longest game in World Series history at 7 hours and 20 minutes. Oh, we're on. We're live. It's 1:15, guys, and hi, I'm Jonathan Khamis. I'm joined by Bill Plunkett and JP Hoornstra with the Southern California News Group. As I mentioned, Max Muncy ended this game, thankfully. Bill, what was your most memorable moment from this historical night?
It was probably a little after midnight when a friend texted me from the East Coast, or at least the Eastern time zone, and I realized that people were still up watching the game at 3 a.m. back there. I likened it to a car chase where you invested too much, you had to just watch and see how it ended.
Certainly so. And how fitting was it for Max Muncy to get this walk-off winner, JP? He narrowly missed one earlier in the game, ended up striking out, and there he is becoming a hero later this night. Or today, whatever today is. Saturday, right?
Yesterday. No, you're right. Not only did Muncy almost end it there that one time with the home run outside the foul pole, he was kind of the scapegoat there for a second, it looked like, because remember in the 13th inning, the Red Sox get the run on the play where it seemed like nobody was covering first base. Kike gets back at the last second, but Alexander's throw goes over his head, and if Muncy just hangs back and covers first base, none of that happens. But Muncy was able to redeem himself in the end, walk it off a little bit later maybe than he needed to, but he did it, and that's what matters.
All right, we caught up post-game with Dodgers manager Dave Roberts. Max Muncy.
It's kind of a signature of our ball club. Had our backs against the wall many times, and for us to persevere, and like you said earlier, it wasn't how we scripted it, but it's a big win for us.
There's not many words I can use to describe that. The feeling was just pure joy and incredible excitement, and that's about all I can think of, because it's just it's hard to describe how good of a feeling that is.
Bill, you were joking earlier about guys on the East Coast watching, guys and gals watching this on the East Coast, and it was a special game. I mean, I think we're never going to forget this one, guys. This was a marathon. We'll always remember this. But, Bill, this counts as two, right? The Dodgers are tied 2-2, 2 games, right? 2 7-hour? No? Okay.
I have covered doubleheaders before, and this one felt even longer than that.
Right.
But no, it only counts as one, but it is a huge one for the Dodgers. Yeah. And they were very close to losing more than once tonight, and it would have been 3-0. And teams just don't come back down 3-0. 2-1 is a mile away from that, and they come back tomorrow with their pitching staff at least in better shape than the Red Sox. They have Rich Hill rested and ready to start. Most of the bullpen will be available again tomorrow, Dave Roberts said. The Red Sox can't say either of those things. They don't know who's going to start tomorrow. They used everyone on their pitching staff except Chris Sale, who started game one, and Drew Pomeranz, who hasn't started a game in like forever. So I think they're in the position tomorrow of putting a bullpen game together, hoping it works, or they could be going into Sunday tied 2-2 in this thing.
You know what 2 words Dave Roberts also said? Your favorites must win! JP. Sorry, it wasn't. I didn't say it. He did. Okay, Bill just talked about the Dodgers possibly being in better shape. If you're the Red Sox, you had multiple chances to win this game. You could have had your foot on the Dodgers' throat, up 3-0. That's not happening. From their perspective, how can they get back in this series knowing they went through this marathon game?
It starts with getting a good night's sleep. You have to do everything that you can to reset, and like Bill said, that's going to be really tough on the pitching side. I think on the hitting side, they really have to be counting on scoring a lot of runs against Rich Hill. And we've seen teams do that this year. That is not the most impossible task that the Red Sox will face in this series. But at the same time, Hill's had a lot of success here at Dodger Stadium. You throw in the jet lag and the fact that they just played 18 innings, and the Red Sox really aren't in good shape. Today, Game 4 is not an impossible situation for them to win, and if they lose, it's tied 2-2. It's back to even. But having said that, I think they are going to be counting on scoring a lot of runs, because you don't count on your pitching staff shutting down the Dodgers with a bullpen game.
All right, that's a wrap from Dodger Stadium. Game 3 is in the books. Game 4 is coming up very shortly. The sun comes up that way, right, Bill?
I think I'm going to pass myself coming in as I walk out tonight. So
Some weird stuff's happening tonight. Thanks to Bill. Thanks to JP. Make sure to check out all their coverage through every Southern California News Group property, and thank you for watching.